Oh, it's working. Is this thing on? Hello.
We're always so surprised. Is it working?
Hello, is this on?
Hey.
Goo goo, goo goo. Hey, goo goo. Remember that video of the grandma talking to her Google?
Oh, yes.
And
wow.
she didn't speak English well. She's from another country, so English was a second language. Hey, goo goo, goo goo. And it wouldn't respond to her because she kept saying goo goo. I loved it. All right, Scott's first in here. That's good. And we're going to get to the worst thing your doctor can say. Actually, why don't you think about that, Amanda? What's the worst thing your doctor can say to you?
You're going to die?
Well, maybe. Keep thinking of that. Keep thinking.
Slowly, painfully.
Wow, I like it.
And so will everyone around you that you've been in contact with in the last 10 days?
I like this.
Okay.
This is good. Keep thinking on that. In the meantime...
There's more?
There's more. We'll get to the worst thing your doctor can say to you.
Okay.
In the meantime, do you notice something different, Amanda?
About you?
Not about me. Has nothing to do with me.
Where's Michael Bublé?
Yeah, where's Michael Bublé? He's been moved yet again.
Who took him?
He's over in the corner. Someone had so much...
Oh.
They were so done with Michael Bublé creeping on us all the time.
I mean, because you see these stand-ups in the studio, and out of the corner of your eye, it looks like there's a person there, and you feel like someone's watching you. Good morning, Richard.
Hang on. He was truly in the back corner where no one can see him with his face to the wall.
Oh, he's back.
You want to see what Michael Bublé's butt looks like?
Oop.
Right?
Yep.
Right? It's not probably at all what you imagined.
It's hard.
Look at that.
I thought it would be hard, and it is hard.
Yeah.
And tight, very tight. You work out, don't you, Michael?
So there you go, Michael Bublé.
Yeah.
Should I put him back in the corner?
Gosh, what a great show that was. He was very rico suave, very big bandy. I like it.
Oh, I can't see
I'm
him.
blinking a lot this morning because I have something in my eye, but I can't find it.
Oh, maybe that's what your doctor could tell you. He could tell you what you have stuck in your eye.
And so I keep touching it, and you're not supposed to touch your eyes, especially, with germs. Do you see anything in my eye?
Yes, I do. You know what it is?
Don't say my eyeball.
No. It's an endangered Ignis insect, and once you can't move them because of their habitat, so it's going to be in your eye until. That'd be horrible if your doctor told you that. Can't take it out. That's its habitat.
Oh my God.
All right, Hilla's watching. All right, it's about time we got to the worst thing your doctor can say. Hilla's here. Richard. Hey. Really, Richard?
What'd he say?
Michael Bublé looks better than me. I've got really bushy eyebrows right now, so they're sticking. They're like
Little trim.
I did. I had to trim. They were like looking like. Jeannie's here.
Yeah, Michael Bublé does look good right there.
Yeah. Dean's here. Good morning, Dean. All right, gang. So the worst thing your doctor can tell. Give me another thing.
Oh my gosh! What else? What else is there?
Then dying?
You have to take a leg.
Ooh. Or sorry, they did take a leg and we took the wrong one. That would be bad.
That would be terrible.
That would be bad. Or you go to the doctor after 7 weeks of wearing your boot because you fractured your fibula, and you do the crutch into there, right? Because technically, the amount of time he said you had to wear your boot, I don't know who we're talking about here. Technically, the amount of time he said you had to wear your boot ended this past Monday.
Right.
But you couldn't get in until Thursday. So you had an appointment Thursday, the 28th at 2:30. So you go home from work.
I wonder who this is about.
I don't know. And you take a nap.
Sure.
Because you're kind of tired, and because you get up really early in the morning. You take a nap. But since you got home so late, you only get a really short nap because you have to get up to go to the doctor's office. So you get up from a short nap, not fully rested. And you put your boot back on, and you get your crutches, and you're out to the car, and you get in the car, and then you take your boot off because you can't drive with the boot, but you've been able to drive with just the shoe on lately. So you take the boot off and put the shoe on, and then you drive to the doctor's office, take the shoe off, put the boot on, get the crutches, crutch into the office. Oh, hey! By the way, I do love my doctor. I'm just saying. I want to get that out there. Hey! Well, have a seat. Great. Jim, after a couple minutes. Jim. So I go up. We don't seem to have you on the schedule today. What do you mean you don't have me on the schedule today? I have it on my phone. Here it is. It's the 28th at 2:30. We don't have you down as missing it or rescheduling it. We don't even have it on the calendar. I'm like, who did I talk to on the phone that didn't put it into the computer? Because they called me with the results of my x-ray last time. And while they were calling me, they said 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And then the earliest they could get me was the 28th. I mean, I talked to someone. Mm-hmm. So she's like, she goes, yeah, we don't have you as missing it or late or anything. So when could we get you in next? I'm like, I'm here now.
Now.
So I now have my boot on and still my crutches until next Tuesday which is the earliest I could get
wow.
in. That's the worst thing the doctor can tell you. You've been wearing the boot, and you're pretty daggone sure that you don't need it anymore after this past Monday, but you've got to keep it on another 5 days. Because I would hate it if I took it off and it wasn't quite healed, right? That would be horrible.
Well, I don't know. You're getting along pretty good.
Oh, I think it's perfectly
Yeah.
fine, but wouldn't that be horrible if I'm like, you know what, I don't need it?
If you
And
did a little premature without knowing.
because his next step could be you don't need the crutches, but keep the boot on for another 2 weeks, right?
That could be.
So, I gotta use the crutches still.
Oh God, please get him in. Otherwise, we have to hear that story again.
I know. Wasn't that a long
And
story?
there's no cure.
It's a good story. You didn't know what the ending was going to be. See, that's the key to a good story, right?
That is the key.
You didn't know what it was going to be.
Yes.
And you didn't
yes.
realize it was me probably
well,
until
I'm glad
halfway
you're not
through.
dying of a horrible, long, drawn-out,
I know.
painful death.
Or have that insect that's endangered that you can't move it from your eye.
Oh my gosh, it's really driving me crazy. That's a glare. Well, Michael Bublé, you are looking good.
I know. Sue's here now. Brent's here. Good morning, Brent. Good morning, Sue. Nancy's with us. Good morning.
So they have a bunch of new words in the dictionary, the online dictionary. So I'm glad they say new words and phrases now, because often it's not words, it's
Right.
phrases. And actually they have acronyms, a lot of acronyms that they've added with different meanings.
They still haven't put gullible in. I don't know why. Sooner or later, they're finally going to put gullible in there.
But they have, we were talking about this on the air, fourth trimester in.
Which, you said that and then you explained what it was, and I didn't catch the problem that you were going to, which is an obvious problem that you have with it. I didn't catch it until you explained it. I mean, you explained what it was, and then you explained what your problem was. I was like, oh yeah, that is a problem.
So I like the concept of fourth trimester,
Which is?
which is to recognize that after a woman has a baby, which is normally three, you have 3 trimesters of being pregnant, and then you have the baby.
Boop.
They recognize that period of time after you have a baby for another 3 months, where I didn't know this before I was pregnant or actually had the baby and went through it myself, is there's so many hormonal things and biological things and emotional things all connected to that happen to a woman for the next 3 months, not just in regards to the baby, that really is an important phase to recognize
Right.
for women, especially women who are working. It is critical that it's recognized. So I really like that they acknowledged the fourth trimester. My problem is
This is a biggie.
trimester means 3.
Did you take it? Are you an English major?
I really loved linguistics when I was in school.
Trimester. Does that mean 3?
It means
First
tri is
trimester,
3.
second trimester, third trimester.
But so
Triangle.
fourth trimester bothers me a lot. But I get what they're saying, and I guess I don't know what else they would call
Well,
it.
you know what? They're trying to connect it up to something that everybody knows, obviously, as
Right.
opposed to just calling it, making up a word, or just saying it's that
The
time of month's time that after you
the
give birth.
postpartum, I don't know. I don't
Maybe-
know what you would call it, but
So no, let me ask you, I know what postpartum depression is. Is postpartum? Does that mean post-birth? I'm assuming.
that's what I was wondering. Is that just
Right.
postpartum? Because you always hear it as depression.
And you
I
don't
would say
wanna-
after the parting of the mom and the baby.
Right.
Like,
So is that what that means, postpartum?
So I believe so.
But if you use it, people automatically are going to assume that with something bad.
depression, which
When in
is-
reality, the fourth trimester, they're not saying is something bad. It's just your body is reacclimating to the way it was before it had a little
Right.
kitty in it.
But I feel really strongly for women. And I am not having any more babies.
You're not?
It was not on purpose.
Patricia here.
I
Mary's
don't
here,
plan-
too.
I don't plan on it. But that period of time after you have a baby is just so difficult. And I don't think our country really recognizes that for women who work. It's very, very difficult. I mean, some women have less problems with it than others,
Right.
but you hear about there's some guy in government who had twins with his husband, but and he took off like months and months and months. I'm like, you're not even going through the biological stuff. Like,
You're taking that time off.
what? It's twins, so
No, listen, I
But,
had twins.
But yeah, you had twins. Yeah, at least you guys are like evenly. One parent, one baby, one parent, one baby. I feel bad for people with 3 babies.
Oh, I know.
Only 2.
You
You're
don't
outnumbered.
want to be outnumbered.
Yeah.
It's never good.
But anyway, I'm hoping the recognition of the fourth trimester will help with rules and regulations and just patience with that for women who are working.
And in all honesty, you really hope that they just change the name also,
I do, because
Yeah.
it really bothers me.
because it will annoy you whenever you hear
I
it.
don't know. I guess it gets the idea across. So anyway, off my soapbox, but Women, I gotcha. Got your back.
Fifth Third Bank. Do you have a problem with that?
I do, but I know it doesn't mean what it sounds like it means. So
Well, Fifth Third 5/3 to anybody.
yeah, it's really an inside thing. My husband was in finance for a long time, and he worked for Fifth Third Bank, and he described to me what that meant. But
When you have
it's
to,
nothing to me.
when you have to describe your name because people go,
Exactly.
maybe your name, and Fifth
Yeah.
Third, you don't have to change it. Don't get me
Don't
wrong.
change. We know who you are.
But I'm just thinking, when you have to describe your name, because
Yeah.
people go,
When it's so inside that the average person who just really wants to bank
Right.
doesn't understand the source, the origin. It's a little confusing.
all right, real quick, because we have about 2 minutes left here. I looked. We're going to announce the winner, by the way, of our Football Friday, sponsored by Wendy's, coming up. 93,000 votes were cast. And I was writing it down just now so I wouldn't forget that it's 93,000 votes. And then I thought, oh, all hand counted. And then I thought, they were all hand counted because I hand counted them all. Now, I sat there looking at, because it all comes up on a Google deal. We use Gmail for it. And it says, this phone number voted 10 times. This phone number voted 2 times.
Right.
This phone number 107 times. So I didn't hand count each one, but I did go through and say, hey, Siri, 100 plus 200 plus 2 plus 4. So I said every single phone number that called and the amount of times they voted. So truly, I hand counted 93,000 votes.
That is amazing.
Holy
That's
smokes!
like a world record. We should enter you in Guinness. We should have Guinness there to witness the counting.
Yeah, no, I don't want to have to redo it again.
Siri would be like, I get half the credit. Wait,
Yeah, Siri actually gets a lot of the credit.
don't.
Hey, Siri.
No.
She won't listen to me. All right, so that said, 93,000 votes. Couple cool things is the difference between second and fourth place, or fourth and second, whichever way you want to look at it. 28 votes. Can you believe that? Between fourth and second, 28 votes is all that separated it. Now, obviously, if you come in second, you don't win the title, but still, I thought that was
But
really
not
amazing.
too shabby. You can
Yeah.
still be proud.
Yeah,
Really proud.
They were all over 13,000 votes, those 4 schools.
I mean, even more than winning over $1,000 from Wendy's.
Mm-hmm.
Even more than winning the Jim and Amanda Football Friday Cheer Champion Trophy.
Mm-hmm.
That many votes for you signifies how much your community loves and supports you,
It really
and
does.
that is priceless.
And the winner, although they won by like 900 and something votes, really isn't that much more when you're talking with 14,000 votes. So you'll find out who it is. 8:10, we got to roll. We got to talk in 20 seconds. Y'all, God bless. Have a great weekend.